Hey guys, happy 2013. I hope you guys had a really good new year and holiday. I know I did, although I'm going into 2013 with probably the biggest challenge and test that I've ever faced as a single mom. One thing that God has been showing me these last few months is that in my job, I wish I could blog full time, but I've always done this as my passion, just to share His message with you guys and share my life with you guys to be an example of, we're not all perfect, and but we can still be saved by grace and saved by God. So I've always just done this as just a side thing, just my passion, just my joy for God. And of course I had a normal full-time job, and these past few months I've felt very restless almost. Every time I went into my job, I just felt extremely restless, and I didn't know what it was, but I felt very unfulfilled. And I just felt like this wasn't the place where I was supposed to be. And after praying about it for months, literally months and months, after praying about it, just asking God to show me what it is that He wanted me to be doing, what direction I should even be going in, what I should be, what am I even supposed to do with my life? After praying about it, every single time, I would just get the answer: be patient. Be patient. And, you can only be patient so long, I think, but that's the test of God in testing us with our character and our strength. And, honestly, I don't know how it ever came to this spot, but I'm excited. I'm excited to share with you guys my test and what I'm going through and what I'm facing for 2013, and hopefully lead you guys into your own walk of extreme faith. But last week, the week of Christmas, I actually lost my job. And my initial instincts were, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I have 2 kids to raise. I have 2 kids to feed. How am I going to pay my bills? Where are we going to live? What am I going to do about my car? That was my initial reaction, literally. And I was scared to death. And, I kept telling myself, just look at God. God has a plan. He's going to do something. He's going to be working miracles through this. It's okay. Just have peace. But no matter what I did, no matter how much I just looked at God and prayed to Him, I still just was so scared. Raising 2 kids on your own is very hard. And raising them with very little financial help and doing it where you're barely getting by was hard enough. And now having no way to do that, in the flesh, I'm very scared. But here's where I'm super excited. I spent the whole weekend up in the mountains by my house and literally just prayed in the silence of nature, prayed to God, just sat there in the quietness and listened and just trying to figure out what it is that God has planned through all this. And through it all, I have found extreme comfort and strength and just peace about this. I am not scared at all, one bit. I don't know what the Lord has planned. I don't know what this all means. The only thing I could come up with was that He was telling me to blog about it. And every time I've ever blogged, like I said, I've only done this out of my own pure passion for the Lord and for sharing my life with you guys, and keeping in touch with loved ones as well. My family that live out of the country and in other states, they watch my blog to see what I'm up to. But I've always felt so at peace and so fulfilled every time I blog and write about Christ. And even through this past restlessness of struggle and everything at my job, I kept praying, is it ministry that God's leading me in? What is it that He's leading me in? I don't know. But I purely feel so fulfilled and passionate about talking about God and sharing my own experiences to lead other people to Jesus. So when I prayed this weekend, I felt God telling me to blog about it. And I don't know why. And I'm going to be completely honest. This is not to make me come out as a victim or make you guys feel sorry for me, you know. This is purely because I feel like God is showing through me what extreme faith is. I have complete and utter faith in God and His plan, and He's telling me to blog. So that's all I'm going to do. My flesh is telling me to go look for a job. Just, do anything you can to make money. Just focus on, your life. But God is telling me to blog. And God is telling me to just have patience and be at peace with it, because He's going to be leading something to me. And I don't know what that is. And I don't know if that means that the doors will open in the right job and everything will come my way. I don't know if that means that, I'm going to meet someone. I don't know. I don't know what He's saying. But all I can say is that He's working through me to share my life with you guys. And so my complete promise to you guys is that through these next few months, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to share every little bit of my life with you guys, and all the struggles, and show you what it's really doing in me. I never thought I'd ever be excited to not have a job. How weird is that? That's kind of weird. But after kind of studying the Word all weekend, I studied fear, I studied faith, all that through the Bible. There's a few things that I did realize, that through all these amazing stories of faith, there's Gideon, David and Goliath, Noah, and of course Jesus. The ultimate test of faith, or message of faith, is through Jesus, and believing that He would be resurrected, and He was willing to pay the price of His life to show that He had that much faith. And through all those tests of faith, I've learned that faith is extreme faith. I will say extreme faith is complete and utter trust in God, not seeing His plan before it happens, not knowing what's going to happen, but because God is telling you something, just jumping in and doing it. They trust God in spite of the consequences or the circumstances that they're in. They trust Him with everything that they have. And that's what I'm doing. My circumstances, my consequences, everything are telling me to go out and get a job. But God is telling me not to. There's that inner struggle, I think, with all of us, that, part of you just wants to follow God, but at the same time we feel like, okay, well, we gotta be logical. We gotta be logical and think about all this stuff. And my logical side is saying, like, okay, you are barely making it as it is. How are you gonna feed 2 kids? How are you gonna raise them? What are you gonna do? You're gonna lose your house, you're gonna lose your car, but God can overcome that. Our God is bigger than our problems, and God, He will ultimately, He has the power to change it all. And I have complete 100% faith in God and His plan. And that is why I am kind of blogging about this today, is to show you guys that I am diving in. I'm not scared. God has given me complete peace through everything, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this year goes. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what doors God is going to open? Who knows who's going to be watching this video and saying, wow, okay, that is what faith looks like, hopefully. I'm not going to say that there's not going to be moments of weakness. There's not, I know there is, because in my own mind there's been many moments of weakness already. But I've overcome them, and I'm overcoming them moment by moment because God is with me. And I pray that you guys will have faith and jump in and just trust God. Trust Him. And do whatever you need to do to get right with God and just live out His plan for your life. And I invite you guys to kind of walk with me in this journey of the unknown and see what happens. And like I said, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, 10,000%. If I have moments of weakness, I'm going to blog about it. If I have moments of strength, I'm going to blog about it. Whatever I do, you guys will know, and I pray that you guys come with me on this journey and see where it all takes me. And I pray that you guys will share this with people, and hopefully it will lead to something good for God, and all the glory will go to God. I pray that God uses me radically and in extreme situations to lead people to Him. And, you know, I love Him so much, and I cannot even fathom how big and amazing God is. And I'm just so excited to see where this future, 2013, the whole future, everything, I'm excited to see where it all goes. And like I said, I pray that you guys will not only pray for me in this little walk to show me what it is that God's trying to show me right now, but I also pray that you guys will be led by my example through Christ. And like I said, this is all for glory for God. It's not for me. This is not about me. This is not about anything that has to do with me. This is purely to show how amazing God is, because I think He's going to do some amazing things this next year. And just in this next few months, as I'm trying to find a job or, you know, blog, just whatever it is that God's leading me to, I think He's going to be doing some amazing things. And so this is my way of sharing how amazing He truly is, and to show you guys what it is that He can do, because I believe He can move mountains, and I believe that He can do what it is that He says He's going to do. I believe that He's going to do some amazing things. And, you know, one thing is that I'm going to leave you guys off on and kind of ponder on, and I pray that you guys will meditate on this. But I have always thought that belief and faith are two different things. Belief is faith without action. You cannot have faith unless you move, unless you have action. So I pray that you guys will move, and you guys will live out your faith and live it. You are all in. Go all in with God. And that was actually my next series that I was going to blog about this week, was being all in for God. And of course, then all this stuff happened, and here's my way of showing that I'm all in. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, whatever it is, please don't email me telling me I'm stupid and not thinking logically or anything. I want to be encouraged, not discouraged. Everyone has different comfort levels and different tests from God, and not everyone will have the same fight as I do. Not everyone will be called on this journey with Christ. So, you know, judging someone else with their walk with Christ, you know, I used to do that a lot. I used to be like, yeah, right, I'm better than them. But you know what? I'm not. I'm not better than anyone. I'm not better than any circumstance. The only reason why I can do all this is through Christ. And I pray that you guys will just encourage me on this journey and share this journey with everyone you know. And, you know, anything you want to see. If you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, I will do a question and answer video as well. And I will be as open to this blog as I can be. So thank you guys so much, and I pray that you guys have a blessed and healthy and prosperous 2013. And I know, even though it's unknown right now, I know I will too. So thank you guys so much.